Here's a story of a man named Trevor who was bringing up. Well, I can't see your screen share anymore because I started streaming. Excuse me. Thank you. Something that covers their body. You want them to expose themselves? See what I did there? I got your boys starting. Gabe, Kyle the Bradish. If I don't sweep Baltimore, you know what? The way I score runs, I probably couldn't even beat myself. Oh God. It's like the bottom of the 10th, and I'm never gonna win. This life hasn't turned out quite the way I wanted to be.
Orioles going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. You know what? I used to watch like old Western shows. One of the things we watched is Half Garden.
Never heard of it. Now, Brad Keller's 0-4 with a 9.95 ERA, and watch, he'll pitch like he's a Cy Young Award winner with me. Now, are you talking which Keller are you talking about, Brad or Mitch?
Way inside, gets out of the way. Out towards left center. Olivares hauls it in, and there's one away. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon.
I had a friend of mine try to tell me that Bobby Witt was going to be a better number 7 than Mickey Mantle.
So a lot of empty swings and soft contact leads to not much scoring, Chris. Yeah, could build an I-5 win.
That's okay. People try to. I have people in Baltimore, and Gabe, I don't want you to comment on this because you're too young. I have people in Baltimore telling me that Lamar Jackson was a better number 8 than Cal Ripken.
Major changes are needed because these guys aren't going anywhere.
I wanted to beat those people senseless.
One down, base is empty. And this is inside.
Yeah, I am.
And that one is lifted in the air. Eaton settles underneath it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Okay.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Yeah, I am. I unfortunately can't watch your screen share and stream.
First offering misses the mark. No score, just getting started. Top of the first.
Well, you're leaving?
Upstairs.
Don't leave. You're my entertainment.
Swing and a miss.
Well, you're both my entertainment. Why do I gotta? Why settle for one when I can have two?
On the ground. Fires over to first.
Make that millions of
There's
dollars.
that.
Millions of dollars.
Midway, inning number 1. And now the Royals back here at the ballpark. And on the mound now, Kyle Bradish.
Kyle the Bradish.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just ball. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs.
Let's take a look at our lineup.
Who the hell is Nate Eaton?
Right now, Franmil Reyes.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now.
I never even heard of him.
For home runs, top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the run that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
To first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that
I do like Amos's first baseman. I love Vinny Pasquantino is a very underrated player with a very long name.
Next pitch is outside.
I feel kind of bad for what I said to Brian earlier.
Right-hander kick steals, and that's ball 4.
Where'd he go?
now this is a story we were paying attention
Oh,
to.
he walked away.
Walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And first offering is Pasquantino. First with 2 away. Bounce to the left side. Mountcastle, and they get Perez for the out. Out with room to spare. And welcome back, Anthony Santander at the plate. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Why is he legitimate? He legitimately look. I mean,
Righty to the plate. Just missed.
I feel bad because I can tell he's legitimately upset.
Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, bro. If you can command your stuff on the edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3.
Tell him to come watch my pain. No.
Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn.
What's she?
You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player, and even
Say what?
his ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day
Did you say 368?
In now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Wow.
Next offering upstairs.
Why? Wait a minute. Hold on, time out. Why is Amos doing push-ups on his stream?
Kicks and deals.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
definitely a swing slider
I just turned my head and I was like,
really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
3-0 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
And now, Ramon Urias. Popped up, Massey under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that is a big first out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
real quick. Before you go on, let me make sure let me make sure my party audio is not coming through with this stream, because I doubt this is something you want on stream.
Situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count.
Why don't you say something and see if...
Nice job right there.
Pasquantino makes the play. Two-way down. So first and second with 2
Okay.
outs.
I'm asking out of respect for you, Brian. I don't want...
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
I doubt this is something you'd want broadcasted. So...
That one to first. He handles it himself. That's the third out. And half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Edward Olivares. Bradish back to work. And ball one.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much of inside plate coverage.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Just miss. The wind of the pitch.
Like, pitching matchup wise?
Pulls one away, and now 3
Oh, I don't remember.
The fastball in the ball in the zone can be very effective.
I know, I know he was in one of the 4 games. I mean, when you play a 4-game series against a team, you're pretty much guaranteed to face the whole rotation except one guy.
Now it's Franmil Reyes.
Franmil Reyes.
Swing and a miss.
That indoor slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball. So you
Ep.
swing a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing.
I have to ask, why was it, because I had turned my audio down, why was, and I know what you told me, I wanted to hear from Ep, why was Amos doing push-ups?
They say it went. It's even up. And that's too high. Check swing, went around, and the count is even 2-2.
Gotcha, okay.
Pitch. That one missed.
No, that sounds horrible.
On the ground, right side, Frazier.
That sounds like he should be on my team because I can't hit and all my players are hitting that low.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's a speed threat, Jorge Mateo. Pitch. Swing and a base hit. Cedric Mullins.
Why does Gabe do that? Why does he just leave and never say goodbye? Like, or good night or anything?
That one misses.
I think he's 22. He told me. He says he's got to work tomorrow.
There's the strike.
Yeah, like I said, I can't.
Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. Looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Mateo at second with nobody out. Popped up. Massey drifts towards it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Video games.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Rutschman, the next to hit, takes ball.
Why'd you leave, Gabe? You don't say goodbye, good night, nothing. You just leave. You just disappear. Are you going to give me one of those?
And
Are you
next up
offering?
here,
I'll take it.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
tapped softly on the ground. Massey over to first. Rutschman retired. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
True.
And first offering is fouled off.
Gotcha.
Swing and a ball popped up. He's under it. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. No left for the Orioles. Still no score. Back here in Kansas City, Orioles Vs Waters. Bradish back to work. And there's a ball. Waters.
I'm still trying to figure out how he turns, like, I mean, I get it, he talks more. Thank you. I don't think did I sneeze? App always thinks I'm sneezing. Excuse me. App always thinks I'm sneezing and says, bless you, I appreciate it. Very polite individual. Keep it up. Your parents raised a good boy.
There's a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's not always easy to hit off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned it.
Here's Hunter Dozier.
App, if the world had more people like you, the world would be a better place.
Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground left side, 6. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
He didn't touch second base.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1 and grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball. Bobby Witt Jr., a second-generation big leaguer. His dad won.
I said you're a very polite individual. And I'm not making fun. I'm being genuine. Like, that's a commendable trait. Your parents, your parents, or should I say, to be politically correct, whoever raised you, just because with my luck, you'd end up telling me your grandparents or somebody raised you, and I'd left out like a fool. Whoever raised you did a wonderful job.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed at first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That misses off the outside edge. And the pitch is in for a strike. Now 1-2. And another ball.
The guy who played could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the table very long in terms of depth and perception.
And I apologize. I was not ignoring you when you asked me the question in Amos's stream. I just did not see the question. But I don't know whether you saw. I would watch. Me personally, I would watch while you're watching The Mandalorian. I would also watch the Kenobi series.
Back here at the ballpark, John Shelby with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Anthony Santander. Santander back to work. There's a strike.
I think I need to contact swing more.
The right-hander deals outside.
Last couple of pitches, breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next pitch is outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And it's filled up.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 3-2 is off the outside.
There. Yeah, there you go. Yes, that was a cough. That wasn't a sneeze, but I did cough.
Henderson takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
Thank you, sir.
And a 1-0.
You know, I think I want you. Ep, I think I want you in every one of my streams at the start of my stream, so you can bless my stream. Maybe I'll hit better if you bless my stream.
Hit on the ground might be 2. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the
You're so nice.
defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the air, out towards left center.
If you've ever seen Angels in the outfield, I don't think Angels could help me hit.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfect.
Swings through it for strike 1.
You know what the best line in Angels in the outfield was, right?
But when you've got
You used to be Mel Clark.
to expand the zone, he's capable of going out
Yeah, kid, I used to be.
And it's second. Swing and a ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The run comes in from second.
Gotta love contact swing.
comes through with the RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stay disciplined, go to the ball, and put it in play.
Now here is Adam Frazier. Line drive, base hit. Hayes around second. Lead runner
I just got a double.
side at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now.
To be aggressive. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the
See?
that make them pay.
Jorge Mateo now.
How do you use contact swing with an analog stick? That I have not used analog hitting enough, so I don't know that answer to that question. If I knew the answer to the question, I would tell you. But I can't tell you because I don't know. And wow, I actually got caught stealing for a change.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
I have a lead. Let's see if I can keep it.
Perez to the plate. Leader back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shot.
It's the regional broadcast thing, and Orioles are a Mid-Atlantic team.
And he deals. In the air, right field.
Orioles minor leaguer.
So up next.
Well, what do you think? What do you think, Ep? Can I hold this lead?
There's the strike.
Not with pitches like that.
And that one fouled off.
No, Ep plays on PlayStation, and I'm friends with Ep on PlayStation.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
I have him in the party. He does not have a microphone.
On it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And
At least that's what he told me.
like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Bradish is looking good.
Still trail it here, 3-1.
Kyle Bradish looking like...
We go to the top of the fifth, digging in, Cedric Mullins.
Hey, I'm just happy I'm winning the game. Let me enjoy my moment.
Swings and misses, 0-1. That clips the corner.
I'm talking to Brian in the voice chat. I just didn't include the audio.
Next offering is down low, and it's 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2.
You can homer with contact swing. What about Brian McCann?
2-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right through there.
Damn.
Down on strikes, and he knew it.
I thought that was going to go further inside. I really did.
Not close with that one. Ball 1.
No, Brian from,
Good eye right there.
not Brian.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Why would I be talking to Brian McCann? Like,
We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Rutschman.
yeah, he hit the zone. Were you talking about in your game or mine?
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Josh Stamont getting loose out there. Garrett getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
I want you.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field.
No. He was saying, I said, what? I said, why would I be talking to Brian McCann? He said, hey, you never know. He wasn't saying anything about you. He was just saying, hey, you never know. I could have been talking to Brian McCann.
Now at the plate, Michael Massey. Offering is fouled off.
Well, I have met and had a conversation with once Brooks Robinson. I've had a conversation or two with Eddie Murray. I've had conversations with Cal. I've met Jim Palmer. Met Mike Flanagan, God rest his soul.
Next pitch is popped up.
So sad what happened to him.
Makes the grab, one away. Drew Waters stands in. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That misses the zone. 2-1.
I'll get right on that, Ep.
Late on that fastball.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
The wind of the pitch. Good on.
You can't give me that call. I still want to know how. I would love to, but I don't have.
Base and follows. And there's one more.
I
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but
don't
this
hold
is
your breath. And there's
it's a really nice plate appearance.
Dozier takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Right-hander kick steals. Check swing. And 2-1.
let's see.
Righty delivers.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Yes.
Misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that
What's
changeup
up,
the entire at bat.
Mr. Love? So what inning do you think I'm going to get the rubber band effect? So far, I'm actually pitching pretty well.
Pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch just misses.
Hey Amos, what do you think of if you happen to go onto the site, tell me what you think of the trade.
Started on the edge of the plate, got to spin. He's going to finish well off the plate.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way to the mound. Danny Coulomb into the game.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So, big opportunity for him.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
Up to bat next.
I said
First and second, 2 down. 1-0 misses low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. Nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. Leave something out.
I do agree with Amos. So the rubber band is real.
That one missing inside.
That's a figure of speech, yep.
Should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if you can find some open grass in the outfield.
Coulomb pulls it down, and that'll do it. Royals stranded. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Well, that's true. The ball is filled with rubber bands. That is.
Knowing this game, I'm hoping he's the guy to keep them striking distance.
The ball's filled with rubber bands. Closers are relievers. And neither me nor Amos could hit water if we fell out of a boat.
And now it's even up. Left-hand hitter waits. Fly ball down the line. It's a foul ball. And a 2-2.
There you go. I agree with you. I get a lot of good contact, but that doesn't mean I get good hits. App, did you just say you could walk on water? I've only known one person in the history of the world that could do that.
Next for the Orioles. Stamon goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a full-seam fastball.
You know what, Amos?
And he works in 2 seams.
You're a smart ass.
For the Royals, Taylor Clark preparing to come on if needed. The wind to kick the 2-0. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Amos, you want to come into Discord / party chat with me and Brian?
And that's in for a strike. Next offering is outside.
Then you're not walking on water, you're walking on ice.
Here comes a 3-2, and it's ball 4. He missed.
And ice is not water when it's frozen because it's a solid, and water is not a solid.
Somehow Mookie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder.
What? Water's not a solid? Oh God, Jesus! Oh. Amos, you've been spending too much time around Frog.
Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Orioles at first, 1 gone. And now the count is even.
Hey, Amos, you know how you can tell when water is really mad? Or no, I'm sorry, you know how you can tell when hot water is mad? Okay, I guess there's multiple answers. I was going to say when it's steamed.
Interesting, he went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Center field.
Perfect out.
Pulls that one down. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And here is Jorge Mateo. This
I'm
guy
up
with
3-1.
tower power. Swing and a ball popped up. And that one gets down, fair ball. Here comes the throw. Slide, save. It's 4-1.
His confidence level is
Okay.
really nice job of coming through in a big spot. When you pop it like
Can you make me a fan of football?
get you knocked
I don't need a fan during football season because it's cold. What did one trash can say to the other trash can? Put a lid on it?
Cedric Mullins digs in now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Brian said, where are the... There you go, I like that, okay.
Missed inside with the curve.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I'm going to win.
Just a slow ground ball this time. On the run, sends it over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The O's add 1 and an RBI double.
I definitely would not be a Commanders fan. Although I do have an old 90s style Redskins starter jacket
Vinny Pasquantino.
from before the Ravens came to Baltimore.
And here it comes. And a foul ball. Pasquantino, 25 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Hey, question there, Amos. Um, do pitchers get tired if you let them warm up
Surgery seems like more and more position players are having
too
tough
long, or
time
did they took
surgery.
that out of the game, right?
Seager had it, Didi
A couple years back.
Gregorius, Travis d'Arnaud, just to name a few.
Yeah, he bounced back pretty well from it. He became a comeback player of the year in 2020. The second Royals player to win that award. The other one was Mike Moustakas, his former teammate back in 2017.
Going to count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
You just asked the same question about the relievers? Okay, they can lose energy. Okay. I thought I heard they took that out because people were complaining that they actually had
Swings and
to
misses the low
manage the
outside
game.
the zone. That one drifts inside.
You know what? I'd rather walk. I'd rather walk him than.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So digging in, Edward Olivares. Coming on for the Orioles, Cionel Perez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one. Perez leads off first with 1 away.
I do enjoy Conquest.
Inside foul territory. Mountcastle brings it in, and there are 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone. It's so hard to get on
I'm gonna
top of
put your
those.
boy in at some point here,
Reyes
Amos.
knocks down,
Cano.
balls and a strike.
I asked you if you wanted to trade him, and you didn't even answer me. Or I guess
Out to
no answer
center.
was an answer.
Mullins makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, and they trail it 4-1.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Amos's fan meetup. Why am I? Amos is like a brother to me. Why am I just now hearing about this?
We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, I
It's
sent
Taylor
you that
Clark.
when earlier today when I asked you when I told you about I made the asked you about making the chat thing.
The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. And time called prior to the 0-1.
I just figured you didn't want to trade him since you didn't even answer me.
And the 0-1. Now 1-1.
I probably will not be at the meetup.
Pitch misses, and the count 2-1. And he deals.
So what you're saying is that's a no on Cano.
And that's ball 4.
Amos, Brian wants you to come to a Guardians game with him.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Fouled off down the right side. Righty to the plate. Racing low.
I'd want to fly you guys to Baltimore so you could come to a real ballpark.
Just missed.
That doesn't sound right.
Pitch. And it's even up. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Come on, it's 4-1.
Next pitch is outside. Nobody out, runner first. strikes and one out now. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter.
Why did I check that swing?
He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that is ball 1. Just off the outside edge.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole. It's a game.
By the way, do any of you people, and I asked this question in our fantasy baseball thing, and I was asking not only as a owner of Ty Bradley, but as a baseball fan, what in the world are the Rays doing with this poor kid? Like, he comes up, he pitches well, they send him down. They call him back up when somebody gets hurt. He pitches well, they send him down. Like,
Doesn't find the zone.
He never moved because he never had time to.
Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
like, don't they only have 3 major league options? Don't have they just like, or is that just the MLB The Show thing? Because, uh,
And that's
isn't he almost out of options at this point? I I want to take like, and I'm not saying this in any disrespect to anybody else in here, but Amos knows he's very much like a brother to me. I want to take Amos to a ball game at Camden Yards, the park. And yes, I am biased because I'm an Orioles fan, but I truly believe that that is the best ballpark in baseball.
bottom of the inning.
Am I in for what? What did I miss?
That's in for a strike.
Nice job.
Fenway.
Spinning it.
Fenway. Uh, okay, did I miss a part of this conversation? What are we planning?
Tracks it down for the out. Moves to center field. Drew Waters. So a new arm out of the
I'm so confused.
Baker. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
What did I miss? Come see. Oh, Alaska. You know what happens when you go to Alaska? You don't come back to the mainland. Ask Sarah Palin.
But it's foul.
Yeah.
One there. Then a count 1-2.
By the way, on a personal level, Amos, I have something that I do want to talk to you about.
Still 1-2.
Epps probably the guy that got his Sarah Palin's teenage daughter. No.
Those are really fun to make.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Hunter Dozier.
Not sure. But let's just say, you know that old saying we always say, if it isn't one thing, it's another?
Down the line towards the corner.
Yeah, if it isn't one thing, it's another.
And it one-ups the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Right now with consecutive extra base hits. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Witt stands in with 2 away. upstairs and outside. Liner, base hit. Dozier headed for the plate. Orioles with a play home. At first,
Really?
safe at the plate. And it's now a
I will
2-1.
cry if I lose this kid.
And now it's going to be Nate Miller. Bounce back to the mound. Whips it to Mountcastle. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's
Nope,
now
I stopped the rubber band.
welcome back. And
I snapped it before it.
Amir Garrett.
Looking for quality pitches out of the guy here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
I don't want your luck in the show. You can keep it. No, he said you can't have my luck in the show. I said I don't want it. You can keep it.
Kicks and fires.
I'm sorry for the pain you're experiencing. I have a question though. How seriously are you going to take my suggestion about next year being a team with real legitimate expectations to see if the RNG is any different?
Orioles started after it, tried to hold up. Now look to first, and Kelsey offered at him. 2-2 now. Gets a piece.
Because here's the thing, like, you know, yes, you wouldn't be rebuilding a team, but you can still find a storyline with, you know, a ready to win team. Because, like the example I gave you with the Yankees, they haven't won a championship since 2010. Can you win a championship, and can you break Barry Bonds' record with Judge?
And that's outside.
Okay. Brian just corrected me. It wasn't 10, it was 09. So it's even worse.
Base hit. So a man aboard now. And into the box for Portillo.
Somebody do the math. I think I read somewhere that if the Yankees don't win a title this year or next year, there's going to be kids going into high school that have never seen Yankees fans, kids that are going into high school that have never seen the Yankees win a World Series.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Is that I would imagine that's accurate.
And 1-2.
Right? Because 2009, you're what, 15 when you enter high school?
Popped up. And it's caught for the out.
Gabe, you don't have to get, or Brian, you don't have to keep reminding me how much younger than me than you are.
And it's 1-1.
But that,
In the air, right side. And that will end the inning. And the Orioles back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, number 78.
okay, but what I'm saying is, so you're 15 when you enter high school, right? So, and 2009 was 10, 13 years ago. So yeah, if the Yankees don't win a World Series in the next 2 years, there will be kids in high school that have never seen
3, 4, 5.
the Yankees win the World Series.
Now, Vinny Pasquantino.
All right, here you go, Amos. Let's see how he does.
And the pitch. Check swing, no appeal. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down
Dude,
by
he
if you
looks like,
it's gonna be tough for guys to square that.
you know what this pitching lineup reminds me of? He looks like Dwight Gooden.
The pitch.
can't exactly pitch around him with a 2-run lead because that would put him on base. But can you see it in the windup that he kind of reminds me of? I'm not saying with the stuff. I'm not saying he's Dwight Gooden. I'm saying the windup.
And downstairs.
Damn. Everybody just leaves the party. Don't even say bye.
The next pitch misses. Full count now.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. The hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Good night, Brian.
Swing and a miss struck him out.
Verg, you often think of more for that horizontal movement.
Speaking of guys that ruin their career because of drugs, let's talk about the other half of that equation. How good could Darryl Strawberry have been had he not done his drugs?
May get him, and that's the inning.
Got a little Austin Hayes.
Josh Taylor will take over here, and he's got a pitch on the first baseman.
And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. And fouled off. Taylor, lefty, lights up the right.
Somebody did try to tell me that a player's contact rating is so much better than their power, you really shouldn't even be using normal swing. You should just be using contact.
One up, one down.
Glove-side run and sink on that pitch right there.
Why? What did the A's do now?
And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. The switch hitter batting right.
How did we go from Billy Beane being so good at his job that they made a movie off of his quote-unquote technique to where the A's are now?
Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Is Billy Beane even still with the A's? I thought I remembered hearing something that he bought into the group that owns Fenway, so he had to step away from the A's. Anybody know if that's true?
Misses for ball one. That one missed.
Okay. Do the A's win 45 games this year? I'll tell you what. If what I heard was true, that even if their move to Vegas gets approved, that they can't leave till 2027, that's going to be brutal. The next 4 years for a fan base to watch a team that they know is leaving.
Very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Stop ring, misses the mark.
I mean, realistically, if you knew your team was leaving, would you spend the money to go to the ballpark?
Up the middle, nice grab. Nicely done for the out. So one hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the Royals designated
Yeah, I suppose.
Felix Bautista on to try and close it out. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the line.
You remember when Franmil was somebody in fantasy, Amos?
It's a ball and a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes doesn't mean swing and miss. And
I will not get rubber band. I will not get rubber band.
he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Calls it in, 2 away.
See, Amos, I was asking this earlier. I get a 9-inning game done in like
And next
about an
up
hour.
is Drew Walker.
You take 2 hours. What in the world are you doing that I'm not? I mean, I'm not being funny. Like, I want to. Are you letting more of the presentations between pitches play, or
Good chance that his bat stays in the zone a
what?
long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Righty delivers.
Got you.
Swing, no appeal. And 1-1.
That's pretty
I try to let the presentations run.
swing instead of
And like with you guys in here right now, I am taking more time to look at chat.
Mateo fires to first on the run. On to first. And the Orioles take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as calm as what
But you generally take about an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes. I can get a game done in about between 45 and 58 minutes.
As the Orioles win this one, for Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
What's the thing? Like right now, like I love the fact that there's people on my street. Like I'm interacting with everybody, you know. I love having people on my streams. Let's see. Oh God, Ep. Damn, Bradish didn't even pitch long enough to get the win. But see, that's the point. How does somebody get a 7-inning save when you have to go 5 innings to qualify for a? Why can't you? Let's check out some stats. I'm not going to play another game, but let's check out the league leaders. You guys want to look at American League or National League first? Before I open up league leaders, American League or National League first? NL? Okay. So your batting average leader, Freddie Freeman, 422. Can he actually be the first player since Ted Williams to hit 400? Probably not. Hits, Freddie Freeman. Kind of goes along with the batting average. At bats, Xander Bogaerts. J1 Bay. Good Lord. Now, see, why can't he have that? See, why can't he have that in fantasy? I think, Amos, as commissioners, I think we should go through and give the players in fantasy their secondary positions like MLB The Show.
And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow
Home
for more updates
Austin
from
Riley with
around the
14
league.
home runs already. The one thing I can't find on the fantasy site, Amos, is like a way to see how far a player is from reaching a position eligibility. Like there's nothing in the player card or anything. Okay, Ep, are you in our fantasy league? Are you one of the teams? Because I mean, if you are, great. If not, Logan Webb, 5 wins. Alex Cook. Miro Kelly. I thought it was a fair trade. I'm selling high on Pablo Lopez, buying low on Alex Manoah. Fair enough, but I will say this. Like I explained to, and here is my general feeling. I need saves. Yes, Tampa's a great team, but they're also beating teams so soundly that they're not using their closer. I figure even if the Pirates come back down to earth, they're going to be winning games a lot closer than the Rays. So Bednar is going to get more use. Hey, I just felt like running. Look at that. Top 10 in walks. I'm proud of that. I have good plate discipline. Is Brian still here? Take a picture of that for him. Oscar Gonzalez is leading the league in OPS. Speaking of Pablo Lopez, it's funny, the top 3 in wins, all 3 have been on my fantasy baseball team at one point or another this year. See ya. If you're in the league next year, can I trade? We can talk about it, sure. I mean, doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Let's see. Awards. Who would, oh, good Lord. Do not show Brian this, F. Look who the leading candidate is for MVP at the season we're in right now for the American League. I might not even keep Pete Alonso, so he may be back in the draft pool. Actually, I probably won't keep Pete Alonso. I'll probably be keeping Adley Rutschman. Logan O'Hoppy. The O'Hoppy Poppy. I wouldn't go that far. He's not hitting anywhere near that good in real life. I said this and I mean this. I don't even think I would trade Adley for Shohei. Alright. Time for me to head to bed. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm glad I was able to get a win. And I will see you all tomorrow.